Well, it's time for a new chapter in math. This is lesson 143, and you'll find that in your book on pages 263 and 264. And we're going to be talking about the metric system. Today we're going to talk about millimeters, centimeters, and meters. So a meter is about the size of a yardstick. We have a yardstick in our classroom, and a meter is very close to that. We abbreviate the measurement of meter with a lowercase m. No period, just a lowercase m. The centimeter is the other unit of measure, another unit of measure that we use when we measure in the metric system. We're measuring distance. If you have your ruler there in front of you, you can find the centimeter there. On your ruler, you see 30 centimeters, and actually there's like a half of another centimeter, so 30.5 centimeters on your ruler. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. So cent means 100, and if you think about that, 1 cent, there are 100 cents in a dollar. There are 100 centimeters in a meter. And the abbreviation lowercase c, lowercase m, no punctuation. We also talk about millimeters, and you can look to see what a millimeter looks like on your ruler. Yes, if you look, the lines that are really close to each other, each space in between is a millimeter. So in 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters. In 1 meter, there would be 1,000 millimeters, and the abbreviation mm. So if you wanted to measure the length of a playground slide, which of those units would you use? Would you use a meter, a centimeter, or a millimeter? I think meter would be the best unit for that one. How about the length of a crayon? What do you think? What would you use to measure a crayon? You could use a centimeter. By this time of the year, you might have to use a millimeter to measure your crayon because some of them are getting down pretty low, aren't they? How about the length of a paintbrush? We did some painting earlier this year. So what do you think you would use to measure the length of a paintbrush? A meter, a centimeter, or a millimeter? I think centimeters or millimeters would work the best for those. How about the height of a person? Meter, centimeter, or millimeter? Meter or centimeter, probably depending on if it's an adult or a child. Often children are measured in centimeters, but once you get to be an adult, it's often measured in meters. So, how about the width of a bean? Those aren't real big. What do you think? How about a millimeter? Here's another activity kind of helping you get an idea of how big these measurements are. The length of a book. Do you suppose that would be 25 centimeters or 25 meters? Remember, your ruler has 30.5 centimeters. So 25 centimeters, if you're looking at your ruler, that would be about the size of a book, wouldn't it? I think so. How about the width of a garage door? Would that be 5 centimeters? Check your ruler. Or 5 meters? I think 5 meters is the best answer for that one. How about the width of a watch face? Would that be 15 millimeters, those tiny, tiny ones, or 15 centimeters? What do you think? I think 15 millimeters is the best answer, don't you? How about the height of an apple? Would that be 10 millimeters or 10 centimeters? What do you think? I think 10 centimeters is a good answer too. All right, now let's talk about how we would draw a line of different lengths. Let's say we want to draw a line that is 1 centimeter long. Well, you would need your ruler, And you would need a starting dot wherever you want to start your line. And you would line up the 0 of your ruler with that starting dot, just like they've done here. And you want to make it 1 centimeter long, so you can see here where your ending dot would be. And now you can use the ruler to help you draw a straight line between the 0 and the 1. There you have it. Let's try another one. What if you wanted to make a line that was 29 millimeters long? Again, you need the starting dot, and you need to line it up with the 0 on your ruler. There we go. Now, remember, these are centimeters that are numbered, but the millimeters are the ones in between. So if you go from the 0 to the 1, that would be 10 millimeters. And you go to the 2, that would be 20 millimeters. If you go to the 3, that would be 30 millimeters, but that's too far. So we need to back up one little line. So do you see where you need to put the dot? Right there. Now you're ready to draw your 29 millimeter line. And there you have it. Not too bad, right? You might want to practice a couple of those on some scrap paper. Let's do some more estimating. How about the length of a public swimming pool? Do you think you would use centimeters, millimeters, or meters? I think meters would work best. How about the length of an envelope? Centimeters seems the best choice to me. The width of a piece of rope would be what? Millimeters. Unless it's a really, really, really thick rope, probably millimeters is your best choice.